Back to playing Sim World 4. And welcome to Lindale, and I've got no idea when the next service is supposed to leave. One has literally just left. These all not talent. 612 if you want curious. Anyway, I have actually predicted one of the routes, which was announced yesterday for me. So today is the 12th, if you are curious. So yesterday on the 11th at the Dovetail Direct. But I'll get to that when we get there. I'm going up in the order which they're pretty much on Facebook. So, yeah. So just work on and talk about them. So the first one is Gospel Oak to Barking, Riverside, which is Glossop, with the class 710/2 Venture. So a modern, very modern day version of the route, incredibly modern since Barking Riverside has only recently opened. And it's officially licensed by TfL. It's 13 miles, so it's a very short route with 13 stations. North London, so it's not southern. Not south, it's north. Anything above London is north. And above Southampton to me is north, to be fairness, but so yeah, it goes from Gospel Oak, Holly Road, Church Hill, Harrogan, Green Lanes, South Topland, Blackhorse Road, Wilmsworth, Queens Road, Leighton, fall asleep, Leighton Midland Road, Leighton High Road, Ransden Park, Wood Grange Park, Barking and Barking Riverside. So, some strange reason they haven't actually put screenshots into this one. For the next one, which is the German/Austrian route, the one that's a cross-border route, apparently it's just a bridge like this one is, so not perhaps overly interesting. Still enough going on. And just what around here also. So yeah, which is the line from Rosenheim to Salzburg, it comes with the BR111, and it's 89 kilometres, which I've got no idea miles, 13 stations yet again, and also it does mainly include layers including BR628 as well. For some strange reasons, no screenshots for this one, even though they did show a lot of them off on their stream that they did. So yeah. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll talk about the first two for now. I'm just going to say Glossop for the first one. These were the ones which we knew about, to be fairness, because they didn't leak. It wasn't a leak. These aren't leaks, they're officially out. And at the same time, I'm not an ambassador, so don't come at me like this. I knew what you knew. I'm not an ambassador which knows everything. So, for Glossop for this, it'd be probably a full price route, knowing it. All of these will be full price routes. They won't be cheap. I can't see them being cheap. So 30 quid pretty much. British pound, I don't know what that would be in different countries. The Glossop line, like I said, is probably too futuristic or modern, because in truth they should probably put the 387 or whatever the Electro Stars that London Overground use. And I know it's Electro Star, and I know some strange reason people are allergic to them. Like the British Ace will come out and moan at you lot for that, because I can guarantee he would, considering he's also a Southern person, works with Southern. Anyway, I'm gonna sneeze. Bless myself. And for the German route, it's another cross-border one. Can't we just stick them? So we are starting to get those. But I'm going to admit, perhaps for the loco side of things, it's probably a bit lackluster. I think I'm going to admit the 111 should probably have its own route that's primarily based in Germany, and perhaps have it as one of the Sprinter base low, well, Sprint electric. Perhaps the 116, the 116, 1116, or any of those variants, or the BR182, 101, ICE. Something that you might expect to have something that would be a border crossing, because I do believe the ICE does go into Salzburg. Actually, it does, because Salzburg, they run between, no idea where from, but I think it's to Munich, with 101s as well through so they would have to go far that way. Here comes them. That was what left. They really should have made some of these layers playable. Those diesel layers, considering there's a certain. Anyway. So yeah, moving on to one which I'm, to be fairness, I'm probably not going to pick up anyway, which is is the San Abrino line. So let's get the things up. So it is California, 57 miles, 16 stations, so it's the most so far. And it links the Antelope Valley and Cahoon Pass routes pretty much together, but it will be its own separate route, which you have to click on. I'm not going to go through all the stations on this one either. And it uses the MP36PH, but in Metrolink link, and the whatever the loco is that came with Antelope Valley will route onto the route as well. I don't know if the MP36 will back onto Antelope Valley at all. And then at the same time, both of these layer on to Cajon Pass. They've not actually said anything about that yet. And you're pretty much not getting anything new apart from the route in this. You're not getting new loco. It's just a reused loco, pretty much, with a different car, and that's it. And moving on to one of the routes that is probably shocked most people, and it's an Austrian route, purely in Austria. This route is on Train Sim Classic. You probably know what it is already, so I don't know why I'm doing this, but it is the Schimmerenbahn extended version that then what's on Train Sim Classic though. I'm gonna mispronounce half of those, so I won't be saying the stations apart from Shemron, because that's the only one I can probably pronounce. So yeah, and you do get the 1116 and the OBB BMZ coaches, which are the BSM coaches are what you have as the IC train, which actually coaches which do lay onto this route. They're probably not going to let it show up at the moment, but now, because it's probably too late in the day for them. I have no idea what time that leaves. There's 3 trains in there. Still nothing anywhere. Anyway, this is probably a boring thing apart from me talking. But it's very mountainous, loads of tunnels and loads of viaducts to look at. So hopefully this is not going to disappoint. This is probably the route at the current state of time I'm looking forward for out of all the routes that were announced. So yeah, Sherman Run. So yeah, if I could, I'd probably like it. But anyway, moving on to Simtrack's studio release, which is upcoming release, which is the Class 104. There's not too much to go on about this, but this is for Peak Forest, and I can't remember what services they said they would be doing now. So yeah, it's very early because the only screenshots of it are in the R editor without any colours on it. It's literally just the outside of it. And now we're moving on to Skyhook for their. I even admit it sounds like the person who put these onto Facebook wasn't too happy, to be fairness, because the Skyhooks are back with another cargo line pack. It doesn't sound like they're too excited either. So yeah, Avocult Jules. Technically have got the wagon already in Great Western in a different colour. But that. Moving on to Rivet Games, and the one that I predicted 4 months ago, and even more so correctly got Rivet Games on this as well as being the one that actually is developing this one, is the Fire Circle. So there's not too much about this either, because there's not that much to go on by for now, because it's obviously in early development still. And at the same time, Skyhook are working with Rivet on the 158. So I'm hoping that's not going to be a money grab. Pardon me. As a no-code add-on or gameplay pack for that room. I hope it'll either come with it, or it be a free addition if you've got Midland Main Line. What do I keep it and stuff for? Everything's good and still nothing. I'm gonna not take this time in. So yeah. Moving on. We're going to Union Workshop. And we're going to Japan. And I'm going to mispronounce this one like no one's business. Which is the Tadamai line. I'm probably mispronouncing that one so hard. Once again, it's another route that's on Trains to Classic. In early development still. Because in truth, in some of the screenshots of it, you can see the blandness of the editor. To be fair, they're still in it. So they're months away still. This is probably probably not always the best. This is probably too early to announce. I'd have said if it's not going to be out for another 3+ months, to be honest. All the others, apart from the Far Circle, say, and perhaps the 104, are probably closer to release than you might think. And that's probably a bit pushing. So yeah, and obviously there's other trains to them and so forth. I'm not going to talk about any of that. So that was that before the Spring Dovetail Direct. It at least stopped people coming out with Train Sim World 5 constantly. I wasn't one of them, but I know a lot of people were going, oh, just announce Train Sim World 5. Oh, I've missed, I'm going to not get Train Sim World 4 because they're just going to straight away go and announce Train Sim World 5. Sort of thing. I really hope Train Sim World 4 can survive this year without getting number 5 out in the summer. I really do hope that. And at the same time, I have to admit, I do hope they don't just do these as the road maps now. It will still do the proper road map. So, obviously, first party releases is London Overground the Glossop Line, Salzburg to Rosenhelm, Los Angeles to San Bernardino, and also the Schemmenbahn. And then third party, the Class 104 for Peak Forest expansion pack, so it's a bit more than just that. The Fire Circle, Edinburgh to Manic via Dunfermline and Cuddigy, I'm not Scottish. ScotRail 158, that sounds like it's going to be another DLC gameplay pack. Oh god, they are really barking up possibly the wrong tree on that one. Then the Cargo Line V2, which will be a gameplay pack, which I won't be picking up because I really don't agree with some of these now. Them being done as they are at the moment. If they're put into like the packs like they have done, like Dovetail's ones were at first anyway, they aren't now. They're all single for some strange reason. You can't buy them as a pack together. But yeah, that's the best way to get them, what I said. And then you've got the Tabaj line, which is Agzu Westgudin to Tadmine, which I've got absolutely no idea how it's pronounced. And the third party that hasn't been announced yet. So, what third parties haven't we heard from for a while? For our route yet? Alan Thompson, so that's possibly a West Coast main line add-on. Just Trains, they're probably in early development of a new route for TSW4 now. Can't remember what I was now. As far as I know, that's the only ones. I've probably missed out a couple as well. So, yeah, I really hope at some point is either another steam route or a steam or southern route that does get done, to be fair. I'm getting bored of Northern. Like British Aces. If you watched any of the Strictly streams, he was on it. He was on a ball on saying that. Well, I coughed my lungs up. Anyway, if you are curious, there is a survey going on as well. Well, I will say one thing they want to know if you want this to be as a subscription based. Oh, that's had the biggest negative impact I think on anything. But there. Anyway, nothing's going to come our way. Nothing's going to turn up. Absolutely nothing. Possibly the worst time to pick this. And yes, it's rush hour, or the end of rush hour. Anyway. So, in theory, while I'm here, another patch was actually released just before I started this up, which is also we've been able to address a few issues for console users having difficult spawning locos using free roam on a training centre, and for those on PS4 experiencing issues with the minimal HUD outlined above. Cheers. What came out yesterday from Steam, all PC users as well. or was it on then? So so as far as I know, the HUD doesn't stay as what it is still. AKA, if I go to sensibilities, it won't stay minimal. It will just default straight back to normal. Like me doing it a little experiment before I finish off. Anyway, if I remember rightly, it was a 6.2 or something. It said that will onto the route, or onto the German Austrian route. 628. So 628, which is right there. So it's a shame it doesn't actually go up to the number. There you go. That's because I didn't need. Did the Talban, free run, doesn't matter where. So if I'm looking at that correctly, it's roughly in not the mint period like this is set. If I go with it, no one's around. Spawn it in 6 to 8. Oh my god, which one's which? That must be the red one. Spawn drink. That version. That must be what one they're gonna I've not actually looked at that one, I've driven it yesterday because I haven't got a route for it. But there. You can not read those. Anyway. Because it's obviously for mid-tower bar, which I haven't got. Let me in. Anyway. Yeah, I'll leave the door open. No. Anyway. So, yeah. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you all have an awesome day. And goodbye.